some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteers offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And that incomplete.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The big hit on first down, second down coming. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man on the right. He moves the chains.
Come on.
And the balls with
Let's fucking go.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line.
What the fuck are we doing?
He's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack.
There he goes. Across the 50 and down. And
come on.
44, a good pickup on that one.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. So now it's 2nd and long. Going to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. Got the first down. Looking for
Fucking run. Fucking run, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
In scoring position on 1st and goal. Fakes to grab. Going for the goal line. Touchdown ball.
Come on, bitch.
Great catch and run for 6.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Boom. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and
He's got it on the outside. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off that?
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Let's
The return
go.
never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him.
Breaks into the open.
Let's
And
fucking
he was
go.
off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Wilson will throw. Got the quick pass. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Smith. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. They'll try to sneak it. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. First play of the period, 1st down here. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the balls are flying down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Vols trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
The give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. It's a running room. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. He steps
on, that's user.
They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. He'll pull it on the read.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and
Let's
his
go.
athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. With the catch, it's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Gets drilled as he
Oh my God.
to the ground.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often.
He'll take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. Off-play action on first down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lyle. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets it out quickly.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wilson to pass. Got his man quickly. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Hiding for the goal line, and the ball's out. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound their way in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win.
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Handoff to the single back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wilson will throw. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's caught. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Volunteers Volunteers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy to pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this spark.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wilson to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially.
There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to...
Touchdown, Tennessee! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Inside the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Under fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he wants it all. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Vols are on the move. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going... Continue.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He leaves it with the back. And some room to work. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Wilson will throw. On target to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to throw it. Looking for the score.
Oh, my God. Kick it off.
Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice. Over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Wilson to pass. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion on the out route. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Vols will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Go straight ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Give to the fullback. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Defensively, the only time you really lock in on a fullback is 4th down and short, and you could tell they were dialed in. They knew he had to get a short bit of yards. They stuck their face in there, stuffed the big.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.